Hey everyone, well, this is episode 2 of Seeking Normalcy, My Journey with Colitis. And that's the first time I've said it in a video because I didn't actually come up with that title until after the first video was done. That was yesterday. And I wanted to do a second episode real quick after the first one, which sort of correlates with how my Remicade treatments are going to go. It's every 8 weeks, but the first 3 are combined into the first 6 weeks. So maybe this will be a little bit representative of how the videos are going to go. Maybe we'll do once a week, twice a week. I feel like it's going to be more than once a week because I have a lot on my mind with this whole ulcerative colitis thing, me going onto this Remicade and what that's going to do for me potentially. But I wanted to clear up a couple things, or at least one thing for sure from episode 1. And before I do clear that up, I just want to say thank you, everybody who watched and shared that video last night. I mean, I've still got some really old subscribers from when my channel was more active a few years ago. If you watched, thank you. If you're a new viewer, thank you also. And anyway, so this one thing that I thought about it last night when I was in bed and today all day at work. And it's sort of, I want to make sure that people understand, and I don't think that a lot of people think this, but I want to make sure people understand that I'm not doing these videos to create some sort of pity party for me. I have health issues. That's unfortunate. I've dealt with them for 8 years now. They suck. That's reality. Other people have other things that they have to deal with that suck. The fact is that I'm doing this. I mean, sure, is sympathy and compassion, are those things nice to get? Yes. But I'm doing this with a long-term goal of helping others. I want to, as I said in episode 1, inspire, help, educate people about ulcerative colitis, specifically my journey, and what's going to be happening with me and going on this new drug, Remicade. So I actually have an update for today with what happened, or what's happening with the Remicade. But I have to go through today first because it's interesting. The nurses and the doctors have told me that the reason you get certain tests before you go on Remicade is because if you have come in contact with certain things like tuberculosis, or if you have something like that, and then you go on Remicade, that can really screw you up. It will make the TB or whatever else it is much, much worse, and you will be much worse off. Same thing goes for when you're about to get an infusion. You can't be sick. You can't have a cold, or else it'll just make that even worse. And and then you have to postpone your treatments, and it's frustrating. So last night, I actually had a headache, and you might say, oh, you had a headache. Everybody gets headaches, right? I mean, sure. I mean, I've had worse headaches than this one, but it just so happened, I'm looking forward to this first infusion next week. I got a headache last night at about 6 o'clock. It lasted till about 10 o'clock this morning, and then probably at work today, I sneezed about 100 times. That's not an exaggeration. So here I'm sensing like I'm coming down with a cold. I'm not really sure. I'm panicking a little bit. This is part of it. This is part of my experience because I'm so excited to get on this Remicade, and I'm nervously excited, admittedly, but I'm eager to do it because it's the best option that's been thrown my way in the last 8 years. And now all of a sudden I'm thinking, well, now it's going to have to get pushed back. I'm getting a cold. Like, that sucks. I don't want to wait anymore. I want to do this. Although I can't really complain because the nurses and everyone have made this an urgent thing for me and made sure that this is going to happen for me rather quickly. And it should happen next week. My first infusion. Still waiting to book my first appointment, but it looks like it'll be next week. So that's my update for today in terms of what's gone on. I had a little chat over the phone with the nurse just about it. She said all the symptoms I'm having or side effects are the prednisone, which is, I've heard that it's not really a great drug long term. Sure, it will help you, and it has helped me short term in the last 10 or 12 days, but I've definitely started noticing some side effects. The insomnia, like I have hardly slept this week, honestly. And that's probably what caused the headache, and that's probably what's causing me to get some sort of, a little bit of a head cold. Right now I'm feeling okay. I'm home from work now, but hopefully I can sort of rest off this cold here and be good to go for next week whenever my infusion ends up being. So all that said, I don't think there's too much more I need to say right now, but I want to let you know that in my upcoming videos, I'm going to take you back to the beginning of when I was first diagnosed and first started having symptoms, actually, because I first started having symptoms a year before I was diagnosed. And that's all. There's a couple anecdotes in there that are just crazy, and I do want to share all those. So that's coming in upcoming episodes of Seeking Normalcy, my journey with colitis. I just want to thank you once again for watching. Please subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at VanCan19 and like my page on Facebook. That's Josh Hall, go figure, Josh Hall, broadcaster. Thank you very much, and have a great night.